Hey folks, JP here. We're in Algiers, Louisiana. Bright sunny day, but we're between two buildings, so there's a little bit of shade, thank goodness. They're going up between the sill and the last weatherboard. Well, this is what we have open, and there are no bees, no comb at the bottom of the wall section, but I did find them. Alright, there's our combs. Alright. So we have to get up there. Looks like they're probably going to have this colony attached to the top plate, which they do a lot of when they get into a vertical void space. And so that's what we're looking at next. Setting up ladders and pulling boards off the top. Alright, so we got the bottom of the hive exposed now. A little more progress. Alright. Want to smoke them? Watch this. We're going to smoke from down here. Alright. The smoke comes out up there. That's just too cool. I'm easily amused, I guess. This was definitely a late swarm, and they got here probably at the tail end of any kind of flow. Alright folks, I can see the top plate. So we have two boards and then maybe the top one, top weatherboard to pull off, and this hive will be 100% exposed. So look at those comb sections, folks. I mean, that's about as beautiful as it can get. They're stud to stud, and you can see it's a new colony, and they got a bunch of honey at the top. There's a big cluster right to the left of this wall section, and I'm gonna guess maybe Queenie's over there. See if I can zoom in on that. Don't know. Let's see. Right up in there. I got it. Give it to me. Yep, there you go. So the first thing I'm going to do is square off this bottom piece of comb. This is the last piece that they made. That way it'll fit better in the frame. I'm just going to go ahead and square it off. These beads can move up the way a little bit. Got that little piece right there. You can see it's pristine white. We got small cells on this side. Larger cells over here. We have honey over here, blue brood, and take a peek here. There's brood up this way. All this is brood. Up top is all capped honey. I want to say I can see some eggs down in here. Well, these must have just been laid too. Yeah. Oh, they're tiny. Right now I'm going to guesstimate. I don't have a frame up here, so I'm just going to guesstimate the length on this. I don't have a frame up here with me. I have to bring this down. Now the comb behind it, I'm seeing a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch of cap brood. I'm seeing eggs. So she was definitely down here recently. It sure is pretty, huh? This next piece is going to be pretty heavy. It's got a good bit of honey in it. And I think I'm going to give it to him as long as I can make a nice clean cut. And we have a lot of bees. The entrance will have to be reduced a little bit because it's, you know, we're in summertime and I'm distracted because there's a black and white beautiful cat walking down this way. Kitty, go back. Go ahead. Shoot. Get out of here. Don't want the kitty to get stung, y'all. This time of year, I do like to put some combs with a little honey in the hive because there's not a lot coming in, so they need feed. So it's either that or feed them. So as long as I can keep the cuts clean and there's not honey leaking all over the place, getting on the bees, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yes, you could invite robbing, but again, you reduce your entrances. You got to keep the hive alive, you know. So I'm going to offer them a little food. Contrary to what some folks will tell you about bee removals, you know, only put brood comb in and so forth. But in a dearth, you put all brood. If you don't feed them, you run out of feed and they starve. The entrance on this hive is actually about 1.5 feet from the ground, folks. Yeah, they're going in between the sill. This is a raised house, and the bottom weatherboard. They're going in way down there. They're coming straight on up. So what's cool about this is that I can remove these comb sections. I can transfer them to my hive box and set the box right up on the ground right there. And so they, you know, most of the bees are going to come right back in, and since the comb sections are going to be right close to where the entrance is, they should orient fairly quickly to the new setup. Whereas normally if our opening was way up here, it'd be advantageous to set the hive box up on the ladder way up as close to the entrance as possible. I think Amy wants to become a beekeeper.
I was like, so happy, right? See me?
What do you think, Amy? You want to become a beekeeper?
I might would. My neighbor growing up used to have bees. That's why I was wondering how she did it. But that's a lot.
I'll have to shake some of these bees off.
Yeah, I'm getting out your way for that.
She's the longest one. She's right there. See her?
I would not, I don't know if I would have noticed that.
Be quick.
It's spilled? No.
Want it?
Oh, no. I'm leaving the hive here.
Oh,
Okay. All right, folks. Y'all see her in there? Let's see if we can get her. It only took forever to get her. We got our queen. There she is at the bottom. See that big black pronounced spot on top of her thorax? Yeah, there she is. All right, folks. It's been a long day. We got our queen. We had to vacuum a bunch of bees towards the end to find her. Knew she was up there. She was just covered in way too many bees. So anyway, I'm going to leave the hive here and let the bees orient. And there's a lot of honey still here. I'll be back tomorrow to clean up. And of course, they'll be cleaning up as well. But I like these bees. They're relatively, I'd say pretty darn gentle, actually. I got a few stings, but most of that was accidental. And we put them through some trauma today, pulling boards off and all that. And they put up with everything and with little fuss. Another bee removal by JP the Bee Man. Y'all have a good one. We got her, folks. We got her.